Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here. Hope you guys are having a lovely evening. Yeah, this is a little bit of a different setup here. You're going to notice that stuff doesn't look the same. I am house sitting for my sister who is visiting Mexico on a little vacation. So yeah, you guys have got me here at my sister Melanie's. How about it? How about it? I hope everything sounds good. Let me know. Just I want to make sure, anytime I take down the setup and put it up somewhere else, there's just going to be a little bit of a difference. So, if the background music is too loud or I'm not loud enough, something like that, feel free to let me know, guys. Thank you so much again for joining. We are here to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. And this is all because we reached a super chat goal. Well, you guys reached a super chat goal the other night. So that unlocked this stream. It's really fun to do stuff like that. And another reason why it's extra fun here is because I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I've seen it one time. There's a lot of shouting and a lot of hooting and hollering, a lot of yelling. It is like the set design is just some sort of like indoor junkyard, which is a bold choice, to say the very least. But it's been a long time. I've only seen the movie once. I know it's so beloved, especially, within the horror community, but especially people who dig this franchise. This is probably a big reason why. I'd say like the first two movies. And, hats off to Tobe Hooper. One of the biggest things I complain about is when these sequels are just so samey and everything. It is so difficult to capture that magic that they had in the original TCM. Just look at the entire franchise to see how difficult it is to capture that magic. And it's cool that Hooper decided to not even try, to just do something completely different, something that sort of sends up the subgenre, in a way. So let's see if I appreciate it a little bit more this time. I'm very curious to see what happens. I want to let you guys know I've dropped a link in the chat that I've pinned in there. That's so you can watch TCM2 over on Tubi with me. Yes, I watch on Tubi, but I use the Brave browser. It's really awesome. It blocks, pop-ups and all that stuff. And when you watch something on a platform like Tubi, you have like a millisecond. It like acts like it's going to go to the commercial and then just keeps on going. So it's really cool. But if you have your own copy, that's dope too. I actually don't have a copy of this movie. I think the only film in the franchise that I own is the original. And the original's friggin' great. But anyways, I'm going to jump on over, say what's up to you guys. Again, thank you so much for spending some time with me here on a Friday night. I know there's so much going on. It's that time of the year where there's, concerts, movies, although I don't know what movie you'd be seeing this weekend. Maybe Toy Story 2. Because there's one out there that I just don't know if it's going to do very well. But anywho, I'm going to say what's up to you guys, and then we'll get cooking with the movie. I do want to let you know we have a super chat goal going. If we get 5 super chats within the next hour or a little bit less than an hour, then we will have a prolonged chat after the movie. But if not, totally cool. Not a requirement. I usually hang out for a little bit. It's not like the movie's over and I'm just like, see ya. But we can actually like get into it and have a bit more of a chat. So that's there if you guys want to do it. Not a big deal. There's also a poll if you guys want to let me know if you think this is the best prequel, sequel, remake, whatever in the franchise. Let me know down there. And I forgot my mouse pad, so you're going to hear some sounds from the mouse. So just deal with it, all right? We got Lamontre Gillard hanging out. What's happening, Lamontre? One of our great channel members, Antonis Andriotis. What's happening, Antonis? So good to see you. We got Paula Fitzhenry, who has been leading the charge on the watch parties lately. We got Noah Alliston hanging out. What's happening to Noah? Welcome on in. Why would anyone hate this movie? I have a tough time. Well, I dig the Cramps. I love Oingo Boingo. So, and again, this is just my second time watching it. Maybe I will see something in it this time around. So, that's the incentive to hang out. You either get to watch me, curl up in the fetal position in a cringy manner because it's just still giving me the icky feels I got the first time, or you see the light bulb go off over my head and I'm like, oh my God, I was so wrong. So one of those things will probably happen here. You haven't seen part 2. All right. So this will be a good experience for you then, Joe. pull up a chair, man. Guys, Joe from Media Poop Shoot right here, one of our great channel members, a Death Squad mod over here as well, and a friend, a dear friend, a friend in real life. I actually get to hang out with Joe. I know I say that every time, like it's not the same people in here every time, but just in case there's somebody new here, Joe and I actually we met in real life before we met on the internet. How about that? Old school style. And Joe says, I love 2003 remake, but I just recently watched the OG and now this one tonight. And so those are you've only seen 2 so far in the franchise. I mean, you've seen 2 of the better movies in the franchise. So that's good. That is good. Oh, there you go. It's on Amazon Prime. Heck yeah. And there's an ad ahead of it. Okay. Awesome. That's good to know. Thank you so much, Paula. I appreciate that. We got Jeff Overing. What's happening? Jeff, hope you are doing well. One of our great channel members. Great to see you. And let's see here. I was a little late getting in, Jeff. It's true. I was a little bit late. What's happening, Ryan? Another one of our great channel members, Mr. Ryan West. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you and the baby and the lady are all rocking and rolling. Born and raised in Foxborough, Massachusetts, and finished high school in Marblehead, Massachusetts. And I live in Durham, New Hampshire. All right, with my nephew and his young family. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that your parents have passed, Paula, but that's amazing that you've got a family that is, you know, that connected. It's always great to be around family, you know, and we've, you know, that's what we're born into this world with, right? And that's way too cool. You were born and raised in Foxborough. That's awesome. I mean, no wonder you're a huge Patriots fan, right? How could you not be? I mean, there's plenty of people that weren't born and raised in Foxborough that are massive Patriots fans. So, or massive Patriots fans. Is there a reward or accomplishment for being the #1 commenter at the end? You know, I don't know what YouTube does with that stuff. I think they might just keep track of it to like for end of the year stats to let you know, like, hey, Ryan, you were like finished in this percentile. I really don't know. They don't report it to me. At least if they do, Ryan, I have no idea because they'll report certain things to me in the studio, you know, just how the, you know, the views, the engagement, like that kind of stuff, milestones that you hit. But they don't give you like the, you know, super, you know, pinpointed information. Holy cow, Paula is dropping a $5 super chat, getting in on that super chat goal and says, you did it to me again. Let's Eddie Munson this thing. I love Eddie Munson. I do. I really do. What's his face? Why can't I think of the actor's name right now? Joseph Quinn? So good. What an American accent he does. He's really good. And the two, you know, the one he does as Eddie is different than the one he does in Fantastic Four as Johnny Storm. So he's pretty damn solid. I think one of the better, like Brits are usually pretty good at doing our accents. Aussies are really, really great at it. But I would say, I think Joseph Quinn is one of the best I've ever heard in my life. I really got to start to. Well, the thing about the $2 is they don't count towards that goal. So it definitely counts as supporting me. And absolutely, Paula, you don't have to super chat anything. It is certainly not a requirement. I never want anyone to think that it's something that has to be done. It's always if we want something extra, right? So, you know, no worries. You don't have to, don't feel like it's required or anything like that. Ismael Santos says, I'm glad I found this channel. It's definitely my vibe. Thank you so much, Ismael. I really do appreciate it, man. You're my vibe too. Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you. Not my vibe, unfortunately. Sorry, Rick. I'm not your vibe or TCM2. I don't know. I'm not everyone's vibe. That's just the thing about living in this world is not everything's going to be your cup of tea. Not everyone's going to be your cup of tea. And then that goes the other way as well. So, you know, I guess it's just good to be aware of that. That way it's not like this devastating thing, you know, because you can't, you know, there's no way everyone's ever going to like you, no matter what. Let's see here. See who else we got jumping on in. We got Blu-ray Addict in the house. What's happening, Blue? How you doing? Ryan says this is the best sequel to the original, but not my favorite overall. The remake is my favorite, but I might possibly like this one more than the original. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Thanks for disliking before unsubbing, Rick. I don't know what I did. Maybe I was just too late to the stream, guys. I don't know. Or Rick is one of my, one of the many people that like to harass or secretly watch me, and they've just had enough. Adrian, what's happening? Hope you are doing well. Ryan, we both watch Lost Legends TV. Yeah, he's great, man. I love his stuff. It's very insightful. It's so much different than any other horror content creator out there. Yeah, I just watched his the first TCM one just earlier today before getting ready for the stream. Davey hyping up the chat before the stream is like a singer talking through a mic in pitch black before a show. That's right. That's right. I try to get you guys all riled up. You know what I mean? Don't you forget about me. What's happening, Slasher Fred? Hope you are doing well. Welcome on in. This movie came out in 1986, but Tubi says 1985. Tubi's a friggin' no good liar. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was filmed in 85. Maybe there was I don't know. Did it release? Sometimes like The Evil Dead, right? Technically came out in 1981, but that was just when they did the premiere. The movie didn't hit the theaters until 1983. And then it had like little showings in between those two dates, but technically came out in 81, but like 83 is when people really started being able to see it. So maybe that's the case here with TCM2. I'm not sure, but yeah, guys, this is essentially a 40th anniversary, watch party for this movie too, because it turns 40 here in August. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Brian Claudio, what's happening? Welcome on in. Gory Tiger, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well. So good to see you. I'm just going to try to catch up with the chat here, guys, so we can really get things cooking here. So if I've already said hi to you, I just might skip a message unless I see something very, very pressing. How about that? We got Carrie Crave Cinema jumping on in, one of our great channel members and Death Squad mods. How are you doing, Carrie? She says, hey, what's up? I'm glad Davey was late because I was watching a great movie with Paul Rudd called Power Ballad. I've heard some good things. I saw Cody Leach had finally seen that and he really enjoyed it as well. So glad to hear you dug it also there, Carrie. I am just house sitting right now, Prince. Yeah, thank you so much. Everyone is like catching Prince up on everything. We got Ben Grimm, one of our great channel members. And guys, Ben Grimm is up all night. He also lurks and works all night. Hope you're doing well, Ben. Says, definitely my favorite sequel. The amusement park is a unique setting for sure. So it's an amusement park because it looks like an indoor dump. Am I wrong? Just that's the kind of in my memory, in my mind's eye. What is in my heart song? I feel that it's different than that. Holy cow! Look at that. Carrie is celebrating 4 months of channel membership. Carrie, thank you so very much. That is super duper sweet, and thank you so much for being a moderator as well. Guys, Carrie's been killing it with content on her channel. She is 100% herself, super genuine, really adorable. She is well thought out in what she puts into her shorts and her scripted pre-recorded vids. So if you've not checked her channel out, I really think you should. She's on a really awesome streak. Joe from Media Poop Shoot is on a great streak as well. I don't want to forget that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Holy cow. I just said holy cow about the Carrie's membership thing. We'll do that again, Nightmare Files. Whoa there. We got Nightmare Files hanging out. Hope you're doing well, bud. Great to see ya. We've got Ashley, one of our great channel members. How are you doing, Ashley? Welcome on in. Hello back to you. I hope you're having a great night so far. I always have Nightmare Files riled up. Everywhere I go, I do try to rile up the masses. I mean, anyone who I can. So I just got to, whatever I can do to cause a fuss. You know what I mean? We got Russell Madison, one of our great channel members. What's happening, Russell? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing very, very well. And there we go. We are all caught up, I think. Tubi's allowing me to watch the movie and listen to the stream, so I wonder if it's just certain streaming services. It might be a setting on the, oh, you're on your phone. Yeah, okay, so Tubi's with it. Yeah, because some of them I think on the phone would just like, you got to pick one or the other. But that's great. That's awesome to hear, Ryan. Yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. Just really quick, I'm going to check in on our poll that we've got there. All right, this one's actually pretty close. It's right now it's a deadlock at 12 votes. It's 50-50. Is TCM the best sequel, prequel, remake in the franchise? And 13 votes came in, and it's no, but it's very, very close, guys. I'm going to just let that marinate throughout the entirety of the stream, and we're just going to get rolling. I just want to like Paula's super chat. Will you let me just like it? Thank you so much, YouTube. Okay. Guys, I didn't even say this at the beginning of the stream. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so very much. If you're not already subscribed, then hit the subscribe button, or you can unsub and dislike like our guy, Rick Davis, or whatever his name was. I'm sorry, Rick. I'm so sorry. I'm just the absolute worst. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're watching after the fact, that is extra cool. Thank you so very much. Maybe hit the hype button if you dig what we do here. I'm going to get the chat here up on the screen. Let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. How about that? And then that way you guys can see just in real time, because I know this is the thing for people that watch after the fact. It's probably a lot more entertaining if they see your chats in real time with the movie than it is to hear me react to those chats like 5 minutes later. So I'm going to just create a banner really quick here because I just want a little something that says TCM2 watch party. How about that? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put watch party because it says TCM or Texas Chainsaw Massacre right there. So there we go. All right, cool. So that should let anyone that jumps in know what the heck is going on. How about it? And then we're going to get that timer up there. Guys, I am paused. I have the timer paused at 5 seconds. Once the movie hits 5 seconds, I'll go ahead and resume the timer. So that way, if you happen to step away or you need to reload the screen or something, you can still find your place along with us. Because you know what, guys? Each and every single one of you has a place with us. How about that? That's just my positive message before we get going on this craziness. Let's see here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything from you guys. All right, cool. I am all caught up on the chat. And yeah, the banners are fun. There's a whole bunch of really killer stuff. Carrie, I can walk you through it. We can hop on a call or something. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause the music here. There we go. The music is stopped. We are gonna get the movie going. This is Tobe Hooper's Tobe Hooper's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Even though it says Part 2 on the box art, it is technically just The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from 1986. 40th anniversary of this movie. Let's see if I enjoy it more than I did the first time I watched it. I would probably give this movie, in my recollection, a 2 or a 2.5 stars out of 5. So let's see where we end up at the very end. And we are going to get things rolling. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, play. Guess what? I'm going to push play when I say play. How about that? Here we go, folks. Who's watching with me? Let me know in the chat. Throw it up there, all that good stuff. Don't throw it up there, but throw into the chat, up into the chat that you are watching along with me. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, there we are. The MGM logo is roaring at us, and yes. Canon Films, Golan and Globus. Guys, I'm sure you know all about Canon. There's a whole documentary about these people. Some of the movies are really good. Some of them are pretty rough. Man, they really got to get through the intro here. Oh, Hardesty Enright. I didn't know she was married with a hyphen. So, guys, let me know, for the folks that enjoy this movie, even this is just straight up supposed to be funny? I can't tell if it's supposed to be funny. What's happening, Dominic? Welcome on in, man. This is a better direct sequel than TCM 3D, but not as good as better sequel than TCM 3D, but not as good as TCM 3, which Tobe Hooper said was a real follow-up to TCM 1. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because this just seems like Other Worlds kind of thing. I mean, this movie is just so highly celebrated, you know? And I get what you're saying there, Noah. Yeah, TCM 3 has more of the tone of the original. Yeah. Jim Sideout, Bill Moseley, and Bill Johnson. The two Bills hanging out here. Knockoff Star Wars. All right, so Tom Savini does all the effects here. Okay. Well, I'm sure the gore is fantastic. I know there was somebody in the chat the other day that really didn't like doesn't like the Leatherface mask. So we'll see how that looks. I mean, I'm critiquing the movie as if it's not supposed to be funny. So I need to just accept that it is what it is, right? Everyone in town for the OU Texas game. It's a big part of why I like it as an OU alum. For basketball, or is there like a friendly summer football game that they play? I mean, as friendly as it can get, right? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, part deux. Folie à deux. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to put my head in an Evil Dead 2 state of mind, which I can do. We love Ben the Lurker. I love it. Whenever Ben jumps into a watch party, it's always a joyous occasion. No thanks. But I think you could do TCM somewhere else, you know. Space, getting Leatherface in space. I don't know. Yep. I mean, got a pretty rocking track here. Kind of a new wavy sort of ska kind of sound. Is the hitchhiker like the totally dead looking guy in this one that's like laying down on the Breakfast Club cover? These guys are like preppy, alcoholic, drinking and driving in the middle of the day. What's going on here? There it is, Red River Rock and Roll. Caroline Williams. What else is she in? Isn't she at the very end of TCM 3? I think she is. I think she's a newscaster at the very end of TCM 3. I love it. Is that a quote from this movie, Russell? That's a great quote. Car phone. Holy shit. This guy's rich as fuck. Car phone in 1985. Carry the noticer. Oh, yes. Carrie's only got eyes for Ben the Lurker. It is really great. I think it's got to be one of the best. I don't know. Is this sacrilege for me to say as a huge Evil Dead fan? I think Dead Alive might be the perfect mix. I just love Dead Alive so fucking much. I really do. So, yeah. But I mean, I think Dead Alive was inspired by Evil Dead 2. So it's a similar style, just the dial slightly tilted a little bit more to the funny, at least in my estimation. These guys are just classic. I mean, especially the guy driving is just the most classic, like 80s, douche, 80s bad guy. Yeah, it's pretty awesome for Bill that this got to be his first. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. So it should be dead on there. Just about 6.5 minutes. Yeah. The timer up there in the corner is dead on with where I'm at on Tubi. Hate Dead Alive and you own it. It's so much fun to me, but I totally get it. Like I said earlier, not everything's going to be everyone's cup of tea. But it really does resonate with me as far as like the sensibilities that I enjoy. Caroline Williams still looks great. They should bring her back for a Legacy sequel. Why the fuck not? Why not do a Legacy sequel, like a follow-up to this movie? Right? I mean, this is like the Dawn of the Dead of this franchise. It's like the comic booky, over the top, like celebrated sequel that is like low key the fan favorite. Maybe not even low key. At least I think Dawn of the Dead is not low key the fan favorite. But TCM 2, yeah, why not just do a straight up follow up to this movie? She lives at the end, and yeah, she's got some killer legs. Nubbins is the Muppet. Okay. That's not, is Nubbins supposed to be the hitchhiker? Yeah, it happens to all of them, right? I feel like this bridge is in every fucking movie. Is this the same bridge from like The Mask? Remember when the car breaks down in The Mask? I feel like we've seen this bridge, or in everything. Yeah, Army of Darkness is definitely full comedy. Yeah. Evil Dead 2 is yeah. If you're looking for that horror edge. Beginning of TCM 3. Okay. What is that? So that's Nubbins, right? Is this Oingo Boingo in the soundtrack right here? Sounds like it. Yeah, sounds like Danny Elfman. Yeah, because he's just wearing him as a puppet in the front. Okay. And the fucking chainsaw that can't be regulation how long the fucking thing is. I mean, it's got to be extra long for phallic reasons, right? Dude, Stepfather, I've not seen Stepfather 2, but that first movie's fucking awesome. That's a really good shot right there. That's a great shot, Toby. And then the reverse is fantastic. Yeah. I mean, so far I'm enjoying this more than I enjoyed it the first time, but it is pretty much all yelling so far. Yeah, I'm staying by that. I'll stand by that. How about it? Oh yeah. Thank you so much for jumping on in and saying what's up, Steph. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'm sure it's hot and muggy where you're at. I hope you're dealing as well as you can. Take care. Oh, now you disrespected him, Now you disrespected the madman with the chainsaw. Yeah. I mean, I think we're supposed to hate him, but still, it's been 10 minutes of pretty much yelling the whole time. Gotcha. They just replaced him. Okay. Or he's been dead for some time. Yeah, I don't think it's a ripoff, but I just think it's, very much inspired by some of the tone. That is fucking fantastic gore right there. And he's like holding his head. The blood is still, oh my God. That's fucking amazing. Tom Savini, dude. Yeah, that was incredible. That was some like Kennedy assassination kind of crazy shit right there that we just saw. That's wild. I'm not laughing at I'm laughing at the movie, not the other thing. I've seen 5 cars and or people go off this bridge or die on it. Yeah. Saw Texas Chainsaw 2013 for the first time and loved the gore effects. Yeah, I had a fun enough time with that movie. I don't think it's trying to be super serious. I mean, it's just trying to be, a slasher of that time, hot people getting slashed up. Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, right now, thank goodness, there's no yelling right now. We've just got Dennis Hopper. He's investigating the scene. He's touching a lot of stuff without gloves on, too. They do. Yeah. They do go on forever. Big old juicy butt right at the top. You know what I mean? Just Caroline Williams. I've seen the first 2 Hatchets. I have not seen the third one, or there's a 4th movie in the franchise, right? Isn't it just called Victor Crowley? I'm on Team Leatherface on this one. There you go. So they're talking about the big game too, Ben. It is pretty awesome, yeah. This is the first one that I heard about for sure. Watching Summer School with Mark Harmon and the 2 characters that are obsessed with horror movies. That's where I became aware of the franchise. So I always associated like this vibe and everything with the franchise until I watched the first movie. That was the first movie I ever saw in the franchise. I'm finding something when I'm introduced to a franchise on a darker, more serious movie, and then I see other movies in the franchise that get spoofy, and I'm just like, huh? This in TCM is Whiplash. Yeah. And I mean, it was all done intentionally. Tobe Hooper wanted to do something very different from the first movie. So yeah, I think back in the day, Joe, there were more risks taken in sequels. And now, or not even just now, I'd say like, once the slasher boom fell off, late 80s, early 90s, and then it needed to come back with Scream. Ever since then, sequels, at least in horror, for the most part, have been pretty consistent and maybe a little too samey. There's got to be a good middle ground. I think The Evil Dead is a great middle ground. Man, what a coup getting Dennis Hopper to be in this movie. Even back then in the mid 80s, he was, already the shit. He probably was in Blue Velvet like right after this movie, right? Must have been right after, maybe before, but I think Blue Velvet's later 80s, not early. Let's see what else we got. Oh, come on, Stretch. Those shorts are too long. Let's show a little cheek. Come on. Adrian, welcome, man. Tubi does have ads, but if you use the Brave browser, it will skip right past the ads, Ryan. So, and you can get the Brave browser on a phone. I use it on my phone and I watch YouTube on there and I don't get any ads when I use the Brave browser. Boom, YouTube Premium on the telly. She's got a sweet little accent, huh? Oh my God, the effects. I mean, so far, they've been super fun and incredibly well done. Oh, that was him in the hallway. Dressed as like the hunter, kind of wearing the hunter orange. "14 years." Okay. So this is supposed to be either later in time or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is supposed to have happened earlier. I actually like that TCM is not all serious. The Chainsaw Massacre can only massacre so much. I'm glad there's some unique sequels, to be honest. Well, yeah, I mean, regardless of my opinion of any of these movies, the whole franchise has its fans. This movie in particular has swaths of fans. I mean, he's so good. I've never seen him in something where I thought he was disappointing. This was his worst movie until Super Mario. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, at some point he's going to look at his career and be like, "Oh man, I was in TCM Part 2 because of where his career went." But yeah, I don't know. I know he's passed on and everything, but hopefully he was at least proud of his contribution to even the movies he doesn't like. Twisted Sister featuring Alice Cooper. Be cruel to your school with Bobcat Goldthwait and Tom Savini. And he did the zombie makeup. Okay, I'll have to check that video out. Look at this guy. This is just the jolliest redneck ever. I dig the shirt though. That is definitely a shirt that is a Davey shirt. We got Jamie Hart in the chat. What's happening, Jamie? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. I mean, I count Friday after work. I count it as that's the beginning of the weekend. 5 o'clock on Friday or whenever you get out of work on Friday, that's the weekend. Welcome on in. Our Mama mod, our original Death Squad mod, and one of our channel members, folks, Miss Jamie Hart. Yeah, I mean, he did it before Dante did it with Gremlins. I mean, really, I don't know if any sequel had been so drastically different by this point in 1986. Freddy's Revenge is different than the first Nightmare, but not, too crazy different. So, Ben, is this supposed to take place like right near where you live? Do you like live right in that area on the border? I'm not asking you to give away your location. But it's just one thing about the movie I did not remember is that it takes place, right there. Drayton Sawyer, our guy. Oh my goodness, what an outfit. He looks like he's about to go play a round of golf with Rodney Dangerfield's character from Caddyshack, Mr. Cervic. Same year as Blue Velvet. Okay. Yeah, Speed's ridiculous. Jeff loves this movie. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did the first time. Hard shell pepper. Was that supposed to be a tooth? Okay, gotcha. Hubby is on vacation, so I'm probably going to have an active week. You gotta stay busy, or just sit around. Whatever you end up doing, I hope you have a great time doing it there, Jamie. And yeah, get active. Reach out. Reach out if you want to collab on anything. Don't be shy. They drink Big Red later in the movie. Toby had some I fucking love the Big Red soda. I'm a big bubblegum flavor fan, Noah. So yeah, I love Big Red soda. The what is it, like the pink or the red cream soda that Barks does? Yeah, that's what's up. Dr. Pepper's great. I actually had a Diet Dr. Pepper earlier today. Big fan. I can't believe you gave me up for Dr. Pepper. Can't believe it. Jamie Hart had the Jamie Hart experience with TCM2. Saw this in the theater. This must have been so fucking crazy in the theater, Jamie. What was it like? Were you in a packed house? Was it a bunch of, kids your age? I mean, when I say kids, what, you were probably 14-ish, something like that when this came out, like freshman in high school, something like that? I think so. Yeah, I mean, portrayed by the same actor, right? Because I guess the hitchhiker's supposed to be Nubbins in this one, but it's not. I think you may be correct there. Oh my god, Amityville: The Possession's fucking great. Yeah. Oh, finger bone. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, wait, that looked like a filter from a cigarette. It looked long and cylindrical. Cylindrical. That word sounds really nice. Cylindrical. Mm, I like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What kind of DP are you talking about? I'm sure. Dr. Pepper is awesome, says Noah. Never had Big Red, though. Uh, built you a little fry house. Oh, yeah. Big Red is really good. I mean, if you like bubblegum flavored stuff, there you go. Yeah. Joe, we should do something. You never invite me over, Joe. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm just fucking with you. Do you have room for two in your studio? Love a good Coke infused THC. You know, man, edibles hit me so hard. I need 12 hours between like having to do anything because they just really weigh me down. But I do get a kick out of like, even if I just have like a few sips, if somebody drinks the whole can, maybe I just have a few sips or whatever. It does hit pretty quick. It is nice. 13, it was a riot, very active audience, I bet. I bet. God, the 80s were amazing. I wish I got to experience more of them. My aching banana, what the hell does that mean? No, please don't tell me that means something dirty. I don't know if I can handle that. My dad used to drink white birch soda. I actually dug it too. I've never heard of that. Is it like root beer? Yeah. We got Don's Rock Theater hanging out. Welcome on in. You are kicking it with the Death Squad. Yes, we just had the moment. The Fry House was a few minutes ago. It was, I believe so. At least he was building it a few minutes ago. I'm so sorry, Joe. I'm so sorry. And guys, I think I just got news that I'm going to see Evil Dead Burn on Tuesday the 7th. So yeah, I got the notice. I'm looking at it right now. 7 p.m. Arizona time, Tuesday the 7th, I will be watching Evil Dead Burn. And then Joe, if they do an event on Wednesday night, I'll go with you. If they don't, I'll go with you on Thursday. I'll take Ashley. I'll take the whole Death Squad will all go to the theater together, and then no one's feelings will be hurt. It'll be perfect. Okay, that's what I thought. It was a tooth. But it did look very long. I guess if it is the whole tooth, a bit long in the tooth. So the plan here is to replay the murder that was caught on audio tape. And then it's going to either make law enforcement do something or it's going to bait these guys into coming out, right? Oh, so and right, so he's the connection with Sally. Gotcha. but they are just meeting each other, or in a previous scene. Okay. Man, she really wants him, doesn't she? Like she wants a little some extracurricular, just a touch. She keeps on looking back. That is a sign. Dennis Hopper, go get it. Go get some Cockla. Oh, sorry, K Okla. It's like root beer, only birchier. Well, that makes sense. That must have been wild to see back in the day. So I have an uncle, my uncle Al, who has sadly passed. I mean, he was amazing, super hilarious. Just, you know, I don't I didn't know much of my extended family growing up, but I knew my uncle Al quite a bit. Um, and he went to the academy, the Coast Guard Academy with my dad. We're not blood related, but he ended up marrying my mom's sister. So there was like a connection and then another connection on top of it, right? So it feels like it is blood related almost. But he was a chili cooker, and he lived in Texas for a little bit with his family and won multiple competitions with his beanless chili. And then later on he did a bean version, but I guess like technically chili doesn't come with beans. Beans is an added thing. Really, it's just the meat and the sauce. Cocaine and tea, exactly. I think Coca-Cola, I think, Noah. Um, I don't have access to that stuff because you have to meet certain metrics. So, but somebody that I know that has access to press screenings reached out to me about being a +1. Best of luck, Jamie. I hope it goes well for you. Yeah, mouth pain and just dealing with mouth stuff. It's can be pretty rough. So I hope it goes well. And then yeah, whenever you're ready. Deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah, Joe, I think I don't even know who, like if I knew I would totally tell you. I don't even know who to get a hold of for that stuff. It's true. It's true. Yeah, my aching banana. He's like getting turned on. Everyone's getting turned on by Dennis Hopper's character. Is that what's happening? We got Smith's Grove Sanitarium reminding us, hey guys, this is really 127 days until Halloween. That's fucking crazy. That's not that far. Really? It's not that far. Just over 4 months, right? Thank you for the reminder, Smith's Grove. Yeah. It's too long. You can sit next to him, but you have to hold his hand. I won't mind at all. Oh my gosh. Don't give him any ideas, Ashley. Oh, in the movie, Stretch and Dennis are related, but the studio cut that out. What? That's supposed to be like her cousin or older brother or something? Oh, Dennis Hopper's character? Wait. No. No way. Not Stretch. Sally, because his last name is Enright or whatever. Cartwright? That would be crazy. Dawn, I know that we're just meeting each other. I'm not calling you crazy. I'm saying the way she was looking at him when they were on the steps, I don't know. That was a look that doesn't say that there was any relation there. Noah is having a time. I mean, she's definitely got a look. I do think she's a pretty gal. She's very mid 80s with her style, but I do think she's. Oh my god, I'm just remembering now. She's fucking hilarious in Leprechaun 3. I love Leprechaun 3. That might be my favorite Leprechaun movie. It's just like it knows what it is. It's such a blast. It's really fun. It's really silly. It leans into all of that. And Caroline Williams is hilarious in that movie, and, yeah, she's fun. She's fun. I They do need to bring her back to TCM. Let's have a legacy sequel to this movie. Why the hell not? You know? All right, so we're a half hour in. I think we're just about to start cooking here. You tried to sit in my lap the first time we met, Ashley. So be on the lookout. Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's pretty wild. What is it's that it's like South Park ended up doing that with what is his name? Scott Tenorman. Fed his fed Scott Tenorman's parents to him. Rick M says, I've enjoyed about 2/3 of the TCM films, and part two and the uncut part three are my favorites of the sequels. I have not seen an uncut version of three. I've just seen the standard version. I thought it was a little bit boring, honestly. Like there's some cool stuff going on, but it meandered a bit for me. But maybe I need to catch the uncut version. And by the way, Rick, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I joined at the right time. All I heard was mouth stuff. You gonna get into some mouth stuff? Welcome on in, Chad. Hope you're doing well, bud. Yeah, I would be very like I would like to see a source on that. Not because I think that our new friend is wrong. I just want to see it. I need to see it for my own eyes. Help me take this mask off, Luke. This is like Beetlejuice before Beetlejuice. His the whole thing. Oh my god, and he's so young here. It is so gross that he's eating his own skin off the back of his head or the top of his head. So music is I was always I was confused when I saw this movie the first time because I thought he kind of looks like the hitchhiker, Chop Top. He looks like him enough that I thought it was like, is this supposed to be the replacement for the hitchhiker? I did not put it together that Nubbins the puppet is the hitchhiker replacement. Oh, dude, this is like making me gag. Thank you so much for kicking it, Carrie. I hope you have a lovely night's sleep and an awesome day tomorrow. We'll talk soon. Take care. Seriously quick. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. It's Stretch being related. I don't want any of that. Mr. Shark is adorable. I didn't know they had that stuff back then. No, I know. It got very confusing. My uncle used to win competitions in Texas. Dude, stop lighting your hook scratcher on fire. It's really grossing me out. Okay. I'll check it out for sure. I will check. That is wild. And I can totally understand if at some point they had it in the script and took it out like before they were shooting, because man, the way she was looking at him during that scene was it seemed like she was aching for it, if you know what I mean. I think he plays Drayton, or yeah, he plays Drayton Sawyer in is it the 2013 one? Did he play him in the beginning of that? I think he ends up playing Drayton at some point. Lefty request record. Until you said this, I thought this is Chop Top. We got Bubba Voorhees in the house. What's happening, Bubba? Welcome on in. It is so gross. I mean, it works, right? But it is so gross. It's really unnerving. And dude, he keeps on. It's just like, yeah. They said in the opening, they said Hardesty Enright, like they, and then she just referred to Dennis Hopper's character as Mr. Enright. So yeah, a little bit of a lore change there. He's just all hippied out and gross. Who turned on that light? Get the girl. All right. And the screaming is back in business. Gotcha. Okay. He's the uncle. It's a great jump scare. It was very effective. Oh my God. Guys, I know people really love this. I don't know. This just is like a little it's like it's not making me laugh. You know? Like I want it to be making me laugh. It's just gross and silly. It's no joke. Him right there freaking out on Leatherface. I'm like, it felt like watching The Room a little bit to me. Um, yeah. But all right. I mean, I'm not going to get derailed. I'm still liking it more than I liked it the first time, but we'll see because we're 40 minutes in. We have an hour left. Yeah. It's like I know these things should be funny, but I'm not finding them very funny. Yeah, I mean, Leprechaun 3 is amazing. It's so good. It's just so funny. Yeah, it is a great jump scare. Hey, what's happening, Cecil? Welcome on in. One of our great Death Squad mods and a good bud. A good buddy bud. Cecil, what do you think of TCM Part 2? I've only seen it once. It really didn't jive with me, and I'm getting worried. I'm getting concerned on this second viewing here. Um, Life Force, I was hoping that would be cooler too. I mean, the nudity's great in Life Force, but space vampires, I mean, it's like it's fine, you know. It's fine. You want to love this movie. I mean, I feel like I should. It's very bizarre to me. I love Evil Dead 2, Dead Alive, Return of the Living Dead, Shaun of the Dead, and there's others, I'm sure. I like a good horror movie that has comedic elements or dark comedy or even just a movie that's a comedy with horror elements like Club Dread. I think Club Dread is I don't know if it's underrated, but I think it usually gets forgotten when people talk about Broken Lizard because it's pretty different for them. But yeah, this just doesn't really I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it will resonate a bit better. It's like it's so I don't know. I'm trying to feel the charm, you guys. I'm trying. Yeah, not he kind of got me with non-flashback, non-flashback. Yeah. It I mean, I'm waiting for the effects to really be like showcased because I see blood, but I'm not seeing anything bigger here. Yeah. The twitching is great. I mean, that's some pretty disturbing shit. Leatherface wearing gloves is kind of interesting. I don't know. Just the whole outfit. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Watching Leatherface like shimmy and shake his hips back and forth is difficult for me. I'll say that. You definitely should, but it's one of those movies to get into on your own time. I don't think it's a live for. No, I get you. I get what you mean. You know, when I'm doing it live, because I have seen, like, if I've never seen a movie, I don't like to do a watch party. Um, and I think I've been able to, I haven't been able to pay attention to every single moment. True, but I've been paying attention well enough to know if it's, if it's hitting on those sensibilities. I mean, I think we got a classic. Yeah, we got the classic shot here of the chainsaw in between the legs. Oh, I love Child's Play too. Yeah, dude. And like that's really cool. Like I love all the blood splatter on the ground, but it's like where's the damage on the actor's head? I'm not seeing any makeup or appliances on the head. That must be the big red getting sprayed all over. What's happening, Billy? Hope you're doing well. Well, the movie's pretty silly, Paula. This is just like so she's just sitting there with her legs like open and sweaty and just it just seems very like I don't know. Now it's a psychological game. It's a parody with Gore. It was fun when I was 13, but I don't choose to watch this as an adult. Yeah. Oh, good God, with the licking. How good are you? The wide-eyed Leatherface. Wackest of all in my lineup. That Leatherface dance. Yeah. Daniel, hope you're doing well. Hello from Phoenix, Arizona. Is she like courting him right now? I mean, oh, and she's not sweaty. It's all the soda, right? Well, yeah. I mean, you've been sitting in front of him with your legs open for minutes, lady. You scream, but you make no attempt to get away. It's, Leatherface, it's not all there. I think you're sending some mixed signals. It's just so, I don't know. Oh my goodness, that chainsaw is right up there. I mean, I watch it every year, but it has fallen in my ranking. I used to like it a lot when I was a little kid, and I would say there's probably four movies in the franchise that I would put ahead of it. Yeah, so it's top 5 for the franchise, but the franchise doesn't have very many movies. Yeah, I still got to see Hatchet 3. Hatchet 3 and Victor Crowley. Yeah, I'm trying to see what you're seeing there, Noah. Is it really supposed to be like facial hair on one side, or is that just the stitching? Like I am trying to see the beard or whatever, but I have a tough time. Also, I think this movie is maybe like these shots here. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Never do that again with the dance move. Um, some of these shots like of Leatherface are so well lit that they kind of spoil the mystery, I think. Like it's weird to go from the first movie to seeing him in this setting. Oh yeah, she's a cutie. We get it. The chainsaw's your dick, bro. We just spent 5 minutes obsessing over it. I love Ryan's. Why is that an issue? They sew different faces together. Of course, there will be chin pubes. Oh, I see what you're saying. I can see it like in the silhouette, the hair coming off the mask. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just I am befuddled here, trying to understand. I'm trying to wrap my head around it all. I think, and when I say it all, I think I mean like the crazy amount of love this movie gets. I'm really trying to understand. There's an ear on Leatherface's mask that I never noticed hair, and I've seen this movie hundreds of times. Well, that's cool. I like that when you can see a movie so many times or listen to a record over and over and then finally hear something new. Yeah, I think that's right. We're gonna end up getting to like their hideout or like the family's new spot because we don't have that house that we had in the original. And what, they're just gonna fucking leave? See, and these are things that I don't remember all the plot details, having only seen it the one time. But okay, so they must end up going after them. If you had asked me before we watched the movie, I'd be like, oh yeah, she must get kidnapped by them when they're at the radio station, and then Dennis Hopper comes to rescue her. Like, that's what I would have said. But it looks like she is totally putting herself in this situation now. Gotcha. Large hair patch on the chin. I was looking for it like on the cheeks for some reason, but yeah, I could see it in the silhouette on the chin. Dude, just let them go. Just let them go, and then you don't have to be tortured by a bunch of psychos. You're going after the people that were just chasing you around your radio station and like killed your buddy, your workmate. Weak. I'm just going to do more victim blaming here, and I'm going to hit this pen. How about it? Leatherface doing his best Elvis Presley. Yeah. I guess it is just one of those things where maybe there's a certain time where you're in a mood for a movie like this. But I don't know if I'll ever find myself in that spot. We shall see. Texas Battleland. I love it. Wait, what's the threat now? Oh, she's going after the threat. Yeah, I didn't remember that this is, a huge part of the setup here. Yeah, I would have told you just in my memory, that she got kidnapped from them at the radio station. But no, no, no. She's a big old dum-dum. See, you go to the closest payphone, you call Lefty, you see if he'll help you out. Or I guess you just trespass and then somebody tries to run you over. It's a goofy, goofy run right there. That's a good question. Who wants to go look at the IMDb? I would imagine it was. That would be my guess. Good. Hit. Let's do it again. Why not? I'm trying to help you, dum dum. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's pretty cool and frustrating. She just happened to stop there. Gotcha. It was all part of the plan. Okay. What is that? Is that just a hand? Ah, she's from Texas. Okay. So her accent is tried and true. I mean, she's got a great accent. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, a little booty there. Booty. Okay. Okay. All right. You a little more booty there. They should have just kept that rolling and it would have gotten really funny at one point how far she was falling. Like in The Simpsons when Homer keeps on falling down the gorge. It's a haunted McDonald's playland. Well, dude, jump on in. Like, what are you waiting for? Yeah, you don't want that battery to die. Better turn off those lights. I love Joe. I don't think y'all are going to like my rating here. Okay, in and around Austin. Yeah, and I think the first one was as well. Dude, those things are scarier than the monster from Backrooms. I mean, that's basically what they're going for in Backrooms is those things behind Dennis Hopper. Those things are freaky deaky. Texas Curry Massacre. You are too funny, Prince. They will not do that. But I love you for trying. The yelling to one area. No, no, no. You actually want to go over here. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Ah! Oh, they're like those teenagers that always have Christmas lights up year round. Okay, gotcha. One of these, you know. I was one of those. Ew. He's got extra chains on his straps. That's hilarious. I love that. Like you're going to be able to do that in the middle of a fight with some psychos. You're like, hold on, my chain busted on my chainsaw. I need to replace it. Time out. Let's play fair. Come on, come on. Rules of war. Ooh. That was an awkwardly edited shot there. That was strange. I don't know why they did that. It's the Dallas playground. Yeah, that's fucking gross, dude. And what's the purpose of that? Are they storing it there? It is, yeah, it is like an indoor dump. I mean, it is. Texas Chainsaw Manicure. Everyone walks out. Their fingertips have all been sliced off. Well, it was a chainsaw manicure. I mean, did you expect to keep the tips of your fingers? Or I think it's sort of on you, bud. You know, that's how that would go. Yeah. That's the film Noah. Oh, you guys are talking. Oh, Blood Harvest. Okay. I love it, dude. I had when I was like late high school, I put them up during Christmas and I was like, I just want this as the vibe, you know. It was kind of cool putting on headphones and listening to a record and just turning off all the lights except for the Christmas lights. Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing a really good job with the music, and then in this moment here, there's, the absence of music is really felt, which I think is pretty good as well. I mean, the movie, like, this looks really good. It is just a really it's just so bizarre, like, the whole setup, like, they live inside of this abandoned park that just looks like an indoor dump. Like, it's such I understand, like, the humor thing being a departure. This is such a bizarre departure from the first movie that I just struggle to understand, like, how it even, like, makes sense within this world. Because this world in this movie is supposed to be our world. They're not living in some hyper realized existence, like, other than these characters. Um, and there's just such a wide chasm between the life of the normies and the life of the Sawyer family. Whereas in the first movie, yes, there's a chasm, of course, but they're not like, I mean, this is just so over the top and absurd. Well, maybe outside. I think inside your own domicile. And maybe you just have a room in your house where you just have the vibe lighting. I mean, I understand. On the outside, sure, it could be tacky. It could be a bit much. But on the inside, it's just let people live how they want to live. Maybe depending on what's going on, I could think it's weird, but I love that he's making new pieces to his mask or whatever, making some fruit leather, some human leather. Hooper and Savini were probably doing some lines during this production. It was the mid '80s. Did they have a did they have a reputation for that, Jamie? I didn't know. I don't know that about Tom Savini. I definitely don't know that about Tobe Hooper. But yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. In the '80s, yeah, fueled by that kind of stuff. Also, Toby probably felt like if I'm going to do a sequel, I'm going to be as crazy as I want to be. So I applaud all of that. Again, it works for a lot of people. And just because it doesn't work for me, that's not the biggest deal in the world. He's got a new mask. It looks better than your old one. It looks more like the OG. Oh, dude. And then she yelps after. I don't know how she stayed hidden for that long. Her legs are like 6 feet long. How did she? How? No comma good? Like, I don't know. Where's your dance now? She's like, don't touch me. He definitely is. Yeah. No worries, David. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Thank you for being a channel member, man. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't see many people getting scared of this one, but I get it. It's very bloody and gory. Yeah, I don't know. Texas might have given that up a lot quicker than some of the other states as far as the rebel flag, the Confederate flag. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't grow up there. Maybe somebody that grew up in Texas can let us know what that history is there. But yeah, I'm not surprised to not see it because we haven't spent much time in the other than the radio station. We just had that little bit at the chili cook-off, so I'm not surprised. It's yeah, it's wet with blood. Stretch. All right, well there you go. Man, that was a movie that was disappointing. I would say Easy Rider, pretty disappointing. Yeah, I I can totally I can see them both enjoying all of that stuff a bit, especially if it gives you that energy. Yeah, I bet. Oh, really? Okay. I've not heard that. Okay. Zooted. I've never heard that term before. I'm all zooted on coke. What's happening, James the boys? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for saying what's up, man. And thank you for coming back to check out the replay. I've got, as you can see, the chat up on the screen. So it should make for a pretty decent replay. Yeah. You probably smell them as soon as you walk into that place too, because they don't smell like the death that is all around these surroundings. And they don't hear his chainsaw or know that he's trying to destroy their domicile. That's the second time I've used the word domicile on this stream. 3 times, and it might just end the space-time continuum. Why does he have to tie her up? Come on. Come on. See, this is the dark shit I hate to like, says Joe. But this doesn't match the vibe of the entire movie to this point. Oh, you mean putting the mask on her? Yeah, I mean, so with this movie, you know that they're never going to actually like move into that realm of actual horror. So it's just going to be like silly and sleazy. And that's okay. It just doesn't really work for me. This feels a lot more like what we saw in like House of a Thousand Corpses, stuff like that, So that's her coworker whose face they ripped off and put on her. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to do, man. Why'd you do that fucked up thing? Have a great rest of your night, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Oh my God. LG screaming is what the captions say. How are you even standing up, bro? Just missing skin. His ribs are just exposed. Way to be, Paula. Paula on the balla. How about that? LG spitting. You gotta love the closed captions there. The fuck is this guy gonna do? He's all like jittery and just barely moving, and he's gonna grab the Michael Myers knife. What are you gonna do with that, dude? You need to, free her and then give her the knife immediately. Dude, no. Be more gentle. What is this, dude? Why do you have to move like a weirdo? Okay, that was just unnerving, to say the least. Antona says, this is my favorite TCM movie. I'm still having a tough time with it, Antonis. Not as tough as my first time watching it. But I know this one is a fan favorite. And this is your favorite. You like a good mix of the horror and the comedy. I can tell because you're a big Bride of Chucky fan as well. Yeah, but I do agree with you though, Joe, when you had said that the tone like didn't match, like it still it still doesn't have this air of seriousness about it. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, Rob Zombie would have done well in this franchise if he had had a chance. Yeah. Could have taken it off. So he's got a little bit of a Hellraiser kind of look with the, flesh taken off. Yeah, exactly. An hour and 6 minutes is where we're at. And yeah, so here's another thing too, guys. You guys know I'm a runtime bitch, right? The first TCM is an hour and 28 minutes, and that is perfect. 88 to 92 minutes for a slasher movie is a really nice little pocket to be in. This movie is 1 hour, 40 minutes. Now, runtimes usually include credits and stuff like that. So an hour, 40 minutes, 12 minutes longer than the first movie, and 12 minutes is a long time when you're sitting there watching something. So, you ask yourself, well, what if it were just like an hour 35? Would I be enjoying it more? Do I really need that extra 5 minutes of screaming that we're going to get into? I guess we will find out. Yes, indeedy. His last word is a loogie. Yeah, it's been a long hour, guys. Fuck you, idiots. Well, they're definitely trying to, yeah. See, he's being picked on here by his other family members. They're trying to show some sort of softness or sensitivity to him, a vulnerability there. Yeah. I don't know. When do we do that, Paula? I guess we'll have to reach another super chat goal. I mean, yeah, it's true. He got to kind of do his own thing. And I really like his sequel, his Halloween sequel, but I just didn't really like his remake very much. Rick, yes, it had been mentioned. Somebody had talked about that a little bit earlier today or during the stream. It's pretty awesome to go from the crew to being in front of the camera. That's pretty killer. Yeah. The friggin' puppet is cracking me up. The the dialogue is like so far in the background, but I'm reading it and it's this great little like political working class tirade. Not at all. No, guys, seriously, if you like it, I love that. I do. And you know, you shouldn't, like what you like. I'm I came into this whole thing open-minded and I am enjoying it more than I did the first time I watched it. But it is the kind of movie where I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I ever really do need to see it again. Um, but we'll see. There's still a half hour, so it could totally win me over here in the last act. It is very silly. Yeah. And yeah, I mean it looks really good. There's some really cool shots. The performances certainly are, the actors are giving it everything they've got. Yeah, I would like to actually see more gore. I was kind of hoping we would have seen more at the during the LG attack at the radio station. That first kill that's been the marquee moment to me. I really liked that. So we'll see. Can they give us something like that again? Skitzed through here. This guy, just a menace to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Society. I think they're just squatting. They're just living in this abandoned amusement park. It is watermelon, but it is a C4. Yeah, it's a watermelon Jolly Rancher. I have had that strawberry burst. It's good, but I'm a watermelon fiend, and I don't usually see the watermelon flavor out in the wild. Oh, Franklin with his flashlight still had a little bit of juice in it. In a way, they've, I guess it's one of those things like, certain horror movies just really, there are times when I laugh and it's not a funny moment, but I laugh because I love the display of gore or whatever the effect is that they put on the screen. I don't laugh at every horror movie, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of inherent humor in horror, and sometimes horror is used to juxtapose or be a contrast to the violence and the gore and everything. Yeah, I just stole it from the movie. Drinking an icy blue raz C4 Ultimate. Yeah, I've had like Jolly Rancher blue raz. I really like the Hawaiian Punch. Love the Hawaiian Punch. I'm a big fruit punch fan. And yeah, I mean, I haven't had one that I don't like. How about that? I always picture Nom Land to have a tunnel of love with claymores and grenades going off on all sides of your boat as you go through Nom Land. Sparkling ice and Coke. Nice. Everyone hates Franklin. Yes, he's annoying, but come on. He was totally, he's in the wheelchair and they're all like leaving him behind and having fun. Like you'd be in a bad mood too, right? Like I think I might be, a little sore. Maybe doesn't always bug you, but every now and then it just really gets you. I don't know. Try to show some sympathy to good old Franklin because man, he just got carved the fuck up and couldn't do anything about it. I fucking hate when Leatherface moves like this. I know, guys, I'm just no fun. I just don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny, and it's just really, I don't know. Franklin's a turd. He got left behind because he's a turd. Not the turd. Take out her vocal cords so she will stop screaming. No, I think we're hearing screams for the whole movie now. Yeah. It is I think the thing about it too is like is the yeah, and then let's talk about it. Is the movie is any are there any stakes? Is anything supposed to be serious or have any meaning? Because it just seems to me like the movie's really confused. Like, is she talking as the actress or as the character that she just can't do this? Because yeah, I don't know. It just seems like so he runs up to her and he does his little like shaky dance. But in the world that we're in, like, why is he doing that? Is he trying to make her laugh? Like, what is the purpose? I don't think I said steak. But then it has those moments where they like put the face on her and have her with LG and I don't know. Oh my god, Leatherface's bug eyes. A a parody is yeah, so it's like it's a kind of like a satire, Ryan. Like a parody is like we're going to take Airplane, Naked Gun, those are parodies. Scary Movie, those are parody movies. Because you're lampooning, you're making fun of something, like you're directly referencing another thing and making fun of it. Yeah, I guess I'm just totally confused because it seems like some of it they want to have a scary movie effect, like a horror movie effect, and then the rest of it is the funny stuff. Yeah, and I love the poster. Joe, I can't wait to hear it. Is grandma alive in Chainsaw Heaven? You mean grandpa? Yes. Parody. Parody. He's like, I can't do it, but I was just chasing her. You know, sex or this. Do you have to pick between the two there, Drayton? You have to pick between the two. So, okay, so I guess this is the problem I have with this movie. So if it is just a straight up parody, making fun of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I don't find it to be funny. So I guess that's the issue that I have is when you're a comedy and you're not, if an audience member doesn't find a comedy movie funny, then it's one of the worst things they could probably experience. Yeah. I mean, and just because they say weird shit and stuff like that, like I'm not picking up on a comedy feel. It seems I don't know. In the first movie, they say weird shit. It's just not different enough. It's not obvious, like over the top, that they're making fun of it. It's just over the top. Yeah. I mean, but I still don't doubt that at 13 years old, when you're in the theater, you're having a blast watching something like this. He was summer sausage. Yeah. 137 years old. It is just an indoor junkyard. Come on. The tone seems to have changed because of which brother was around. It is all over the place. It is. I don't know. It is I will say this about TCM2, it is maybe not an acquired taste, but it's a very specific, like, the people that it hits for, it really hits. And I love that. We need those movies in horror. There are those outliers that are just so bizarre. But it is kind of, we're getting into remake territory here with this scene. Yeah, I mean, I've read all that about it, what they've said about the movie and everything like that. I guess, yeah, just not making me laugh. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we are in the home stretch. There's 19 minutes left here. We got Mr. Like It or Not jumping on in. What's happening? Hope you're doing well. Says, well, Mr. Like It or Not says, hope you're doing well. The cruise, then the World Cup has been keeping me busy. Look forward to watching all of your previous videos. I have pinned to watch later. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Like It or Not. I'm glad the cruise was fun. And yeah, the World Cup's been a blast so far. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. There's my face for most of the stream is like wincing. You know, me just being like, "Yeah, I don't know about this." I think they could have stayed like, it maybe another character in this movie. I don't know. Another good guy character. I don't know. I mean, I guess we have Dennis Hopper. It's just that they're separated. Like, Stretch has no one to really play off of once she's in the place. Only, when she's in the compound, only LG for, like, a few minutes. It is like a total sight to behold, Jamie. Like, when I watch this movie, I am like, "It's incredible that this thing exists." Like, it is pretty wild because, yeah, I think you kinda, like, you nailed it there by talking about how distasteful it is. Yeah, there's just something about it that's almost like it doesn't reach so bad it's good territory. It might. It might. Yeah, be careful of the splatter in your junkyard, hideout area. Yeah, he actually looks alive. I think there's 32 teams, Russell. I don't remember all of them, but or at least by the end of the weekend, we'll have all the 32 figured out. Was he just licking the ladle? It's the most disturbing thing we've seen so far. And she's back to screaming. How about it? Yeah, total remake territory here. Why? The rest of the movie hasn't been a remake. Why are we like doing the same thing from the first movie? Like, I wonder what's gonna happen next, right? Joe Biden, second term. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so we're just not there yet. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie, you're right. This is distasteful. It's true. No, you're abs so I wasn't that o far off earlier when I was saying that it was giving me vibes of, like, The Room. Yeah, it's very you are spot on, Jamie. I feel a little dumber after watching this movie. At least he got one good hit in there, you know? Get on with it. Slurpee booty time. Interesting. Party's over. That's what I want. Lionel from Dead Alive with the lawnmower. This is like it's basically like babysitting, you know, a bunch of 3-year-olds and letting them just play like psycho killers. the way these men are behaving. At least the room was earnest. These guys were trying to be funny. It A failed comedy is really rough, isn't it? Yeah. And it's like when you everything about this movie, it should make like this should be a movie that I, love to death. Like on paper, describing TCM2, it seems like it's right in line with some of my favorite horror movies, but man, the execution is just not there for me. Um, but it is a really good looking film. I think it's actually one of the better looking Tobe Hooper movies. Yeah. Well, you're stuffing that hanger in his mouth. He's getting distracted. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get that, Paula. Cash money. There you go. Man, Jim Sidow's face is pretty amazing. It's very expressive. Lucy, he did say sister. He said sister. Dude, that is his sack definitely got carved up too. Does he really mean sis? That is, man, the way she was looking at him though, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, kid. On guard. Grandpa's just convulsing for no reason. Did they just use this set for the Super Mario Brothers movie like 3 years later? Ooh, nut shot. Skadoosh. Wow. I love that his foot was like a foot from Leatherface's head, but it still made impact. Joe, that is filthy. Never use that word ever again. We call it the gooch. The gooch or the chotch or the taint. Just smacked them all around. One time I played a house venue on tour that kind of looked like this place. Rough stuff, rough time. Oh, dude. I have such a tough time with that dance. I have no sense of humor about the dance. Okay. I'm so sorry. It every time I can't help my reaction. Every single time that is my reaction. Yeah. He's pretty funny, Noah. Like I don't I mean, okay. I'm not laughing a lot at his performance. I think that it doesn't seem like they had a lot of takes in this movie. I'll say that. But he is giving it his all. Like I will give Jim Side out. Like he's very expressive. He doesn't hold back. I appreciate that. Yeah. Do you guys want to see Duncan? Come here, bud. Dunky. Dunky, come here. Hey. Well, I thought he was going to jump in my lap. Come here, bud. Look at big boy Duncan. Do you guys remember Duncan from last year? He was just a little kitten. Oh my gosh, buddy. Little bag of bones. He is a purr monster right now. There you guys go. A little round two. You're too cute, buddy. Hey, you're too cute. All right, go get yourself in trouble. All right. I'm back. Yeah. I'm surprised that he hasn't bugged me the whole time. That this is the first time he jumped in. I left the door open so he could bug me if he, if he had to. He's probably hungry because he usually eats at around 9 o'clock, and that's what time it is here. Oh, thanks, Ashley. I just want to know what's going on with the little guy. How were the purrs, guys? Were they therapeutic? Oh, he's got the grenade, like in case of emergency, pull this. Yeah. Little kitty cat. Thank you, Russell. Yeah, it's my Duncan is my nephew, Cody's cat. And Cody is in Mexico. That's wild. I think the Super Mario Brothers movie is actually pretty fun. Freddie heard Duncan purring and just side-eyed me. Now I'm in trouble. That's too cute. Oh, Freddie. Hey, buddy. Yeah, thank you for electrocuting him. I hope he's dead now. Now throw the TV on his face, and then we can speculate whether or not he's still alive in 30 years. Who's laughing now? He is pretty damn cute. Yeah. He's being so flirty with me because he wants dinner. We've got our amazing channel member, Tia Nina, joining us. What's happening, Tia? Welcome on in. All right, we're finally here. The daytime is an interesting look here for the end of the movie. Like, we've really wrapped around. So we've been in there all night. Yeah, you got to bite that guy's ass. Hippy dippy chop top. She's like Ralphie in A Christmas Story, just with a random beating. Just need to give him a good kick to the chest. Hello, Mr. Poop. This is Dr. Stephen J. Poop. And yes, you can laugh at his name, but he very well could save your child's life. My name is Dr. Stephen J. Poop. I can't save your child, but I can do the robot. That'll be $5,000. So going from actually outside to clearly in a set. It's like totally different lighting and everything here. Got a Morton Joe there from Mad Max Fury Road. How was your work week, Tia? How have you been? I hope it was not too bad for you and that you're ready to relax and enjoy the fucking weekend. Man, he's got a lot of upper body strength. The flirtiest cat down here. Hog bitch. It's just like a set from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. All right, one more day of work left, and then you can relax. Love it. Oh, come on now. Don't do that. Chop Top will return in All-American Massacre. Is that one that they never ended up putting together? Oh, they shot it but never released it? Wild. Is that supposed to be the original chainsaw from the last movie? No. This friggin' guy. You effed up the microphone, dingbat. Buddy, you're just the cutest, aren't you? They all love you. They all love you on the YouTube. Okay, bud? All right. I'm going to feed you after this. All right. All right. Carve his ass up. We finally get a little bit of it there. And then he just, oof. That's a pretty cool stunt. Okay. That's a pretty cool stunt. And then she's got to do her weird, like, yeah, I don't know. It's like a lot more epic in a still image than it actually looks in the movie. And that's the movie. It just ends like that, just like the original ends, you know, with Leatherface throwing a fit. So there we go, guys. That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Tobe Hooper. A very odd song here, closing everything out. I guess it makes total sense because the movie is quite bizarre as well. So I'm going to jump on over, see what you guys are saying. There we go. We don't need the stopwatch anymore. Let's see. What do we got? There we go. Okay, Joe, let me hear your thoughts. Guys, I'll be live for just a little bit longer. We are about at that 2-hour mark, so we'll talk for a few. Dingbat, I am dead. Yeah, I love Dingbat. As generous as possible. I curved this movie harder than a high school teacher. Bonus points added, deductions forgiven, franchise credits applied, and it still barely escaped with a 2 out of 5. Yeah, I think that's kind of where it's at for me too. Just got ready to chill and you hit us with a second round of cute cat purrs. Oh, I can handle the Sphinxy. I can handle him. Tobe Hooper has all the footage. He's actively trying to really... Oh, Tony Hooper. So is that Toby's kid, I'm guessing? I love cat exploitation. Yes, me too. Paula loves the cat as well. He's moved on. He's like, oh, I can't annoy him and he's not going to give me dinner. Okay, I'm out. But he scratched my ass up earlier. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all those scratches. Come on. I'm white as fuck. I am white as fuck. Yeah, I know that Toby had passed away. I just read it that way before reading the rest of the message there. I had seen something about that All-American Massacre, but I cannot for the life of me remember the details at all. But yeah, guys, that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. That was a lot of fun, even though, well, here's the thing. It was a lot of fun kicking it with you guys. It always is. And I appreciated the movie more on a second viewing than I did on the first viewing. Like, I can see what people like about it. It just doesn't hit for me. Whereas the first time after watching it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, it seemed a lot more annoying to me on my first time. And watching it this time with you guys was not so bad, other than the Leatherface dancing. I can't get down with that. I really can't. That is always going to make me cringe. Let's see if you guys are saying anything else here. Guys, I think I'm going to end up going live tomorrow for a chill horror hang. So keep an eye out. I think that'll be like 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll just kick it here. And because I've got plans on Sunday, so I'm not going to be able to go live on Sunday during the day. But I see this message from Tia. Tia Nina says, did y'all meet my new boyfriend, Rick Davis? I sent him over earlier to say hi for me. He So did you scroll up to the top, Tia? Because Rick was in here earlier and was like, this isn't my vibe, unsubbed and disliked. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Rick. I'm sorry. Did you scroll up and see that? That's hilarious. Oh, Rick. Good old Rick Davis. But yeah, I am going to I'm gonna go live tomorrow during the day. But yeah, this weekend is just gonna be a little bit different than most weekends. But I might even go for like a night swim later. So maybe I'll go live on my phone like a weirdo and be like, I'm at the pool, dudes, and see what kind of trouble I can get into out there. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. We did it, guys. We did it. What would I give it? I think I said before 2 or 2.5 stars out of 5. I think I'm at 2.5. I don't know. I think I'm going to say 2.5. Yeah, I'll be a little bit nicer than Joe, but I don't know. Maybe just to be different. Because yeah, that was pretty rough. What kill do I like? Well, I think the best kill is the first kill. The guy that gets his the top of his head carved off in the car on the bridge. I really like that one. That one's my favorite. So yeah, there you go. There you go. 5 stars for Tia Nina. And Jeff really enjoys it. Hell yeah. I need, like, I guess maybe now I need to go watch a video of somebody who absolutely loves this movie, singing its praises and just giving, you know, other than just trying to explain that it is what it is, like what they actually like about it. Because even understanding what it is, I still have a tough time. Don says I give it 4.5 out of 5, but that's me. You got my sub, though. Well, thank you so much, Don. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you for kicking it with us, and I hope to see you back in here sometime soon. And yeah, I'm sure we're going to find a movie and probably way more than just one movie that will be right on the same wavelength with. I'm sure of it. Best part of this movie for me is the end credits. Yeah, it's a tough one. Now, if it were 10 minutes shorter, would we feel different about it? I mean, the jokes still wouldn't work for me, but it wouldn't feel as torturous. 4 out of 5 for Ryan. 4 out of 5 for Paula. There you go. Antonis is giving it a 5 out of 5. Hell yeah, Antonis. Russell, you're so very welcome, man. Have a great rest of your night. With TCM2 Hungry and Disclosure Day, still getting some shit movies lately. You didn't even mention Supergirl. You didn't even mention Supergirl. 0.5 out of 5 says Sean G, one of our great channel members. Damn, Sean. Yeah, that's pretty rough. 1.5 out of 5 says Jamie. 0 out of 5 for Russell. Oh, wow. So we are kind of all over the place. I would say most people, well, there's some high favorability. Not many folks in the middle. I haven't seen 1 3-star. And now after seeing Jamie's 1.5, I'm like, should I go down to 2? Maybe. I met Bill Mosley. He's cool as shit. He did the dog will hunt phrase. Yeah, Bill seems to be amazing. Like, you know, nothing against him. He didn't write the movie or anything like that, but I haven't heard anything but great things about him. Supergirl. I couldn't mention Supergirl. Not as bad as those 3. Got it. Oh my goodness. Guess who's back? Mr. Purr Baby. What are you going to do about it? Come here. He's looking like he wants to jump. He's like, I just don't know if I can really fit. And he's probably right. Turning Leatherface into a romantic lead. Not for me, says Paula. Yeah, well, they were so wish-washy. He was like into the girl, but then he's chasing her. It was just so back and forth. If they should have made that change and then stuck with it. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a kitty cat tail. How about it? Hello. I was going to use your tail as a microphone. I was going to use this tail as a microphone. Oh my goodness. Here you go, Tia. I love you so much, buddy. Come Okay, I'll feed you in just a minute. Okay, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for me on this one. But keep an eye out for a chill horror hangout tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to get that going. And we'll see what else I get into, this crazy house sitting trip. And maybe I'll share some pictures of Duncan with you guys on the page. Anywho, you guys are amazing. Thank you so very much for kicking it with me. If you're watching after the fact, thank you extra for putting up with all of this craziness. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, all that good stuff, of course. And yeah, thank you so much to the Patreon members, the YouTube channel members, the Death Squad mods. And thank you to all of you guys for showing up, hanging out, all that kind of good stuff. You guys are beautiful. I love you all. Oh, let me make sure I close out the poll. I almost forgot to close out the poll. And holy, what's going on here? Don's Rock Theater sent a gift. How come that didn't tell me? Don, if you are still in the chat, there's certain stuff that popped up and it only popped up on YouTube. I don't know why it didn't pop up on the StreamYard side. I'm so sorry that I missed that. Thank you so very much for sending the gifts. That's very, very sweet of you. We hope to see you come back, man. The community here is awesome. The folks in the chat are absolutely incredible. So it's well worth it. And let's just close out the poll here, guys. 32 votes. Is TCM the best sequel, prequel, remake in the franchise? And let's see what you guys had to say about that. Oh my goodness. So 32 votes, 53% of you said no, my favorite is, and then you told me about your favorite in the chat. And 47% of you said that it's easily the best sequel, prequel, remake in the franchise. So that's a pretty tight vote. Really probably just the difference of one vote there. So pretty incredible. Thank you so very much to everyone that participated there. You guys are absolutely awesome. I will see you all tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, and you know how we wrap this thing up. Until next time, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care.